What's happening, man? It's your boy Papa Duck just sliding around in my big ass truck. Listen, do y'all see what's going on in Australia right now? It's crazy they're not gonna put no attention on that. They're not gonna do that. Why? Because they don't want you to see or get an idea in your head that you can overthrow them. I want to show it so bad, but they be acting like little bitches on here, and they be want to, like, you could put a big in the head, blow it out, but when you put something that's pertaining them and you overthrowing them, nah, they wanna, you know, fuck with the video. Listen to me. When I saw that video, I am so grateful that people are pushing back. Come on, man. Like, y'all got to see it, man. It's going on. Australia. All these people, like, you got to understand. And I knew this was going to happen. I knew this was going to happen. They pushed them people so far till they broke them. These people had where they had to register people. If people wanted to come see them, they had to be registered to come see them. If they wanted to go, they had an hour or two just to go out and be back at a certain time. Man, fuck that, man. I don't know why we give these people all this motherfucking authority over us, man. I don't know why we don't just rise up and get rid of the whole system and build a new one. I'm all for civilization. I'm all for that. But when I know it's wrong and I know these people have, man, they done tricked us out of our whole lives since day one. I done told y'all that. This is why it's so important to get kids when they small. Do you understand that they feed us information that brings our lower level so far down to we can't think past what they've taught us. They suppress the things we know. So when I tell you shit like, you know, you have an energy called a Kundalini. Look up what a Kundalini is, that type of energy. And the only reason why people be like, oh, because you wasn't taught that happens. You wasn't taught that when a group of people, over 1,000 people, meditate, right? We're talking positivity. Meditate, that energy, which they did a study on, lowered the crime rate, lowered violence, all peace. And this is sort of what the things like the monks do. When you get monks, they can literally stand over you, hover over you, and harness the energy that they do, and they've been taught to harness, and they can cure you of certain sicknesses. And you might be like, oh, that don't, it just don't sound right because you haven't been taught that. You've been suppressed to not know that this exists. So when you close-minded, you ain't gonna learn nothing. You have to look at the world that's around you and understand that the people that run the world have suppressed the things that you know. So when you go above it, it's so unfamiliar. You're like, oh, what is that? Because I keep telling you, because you never heard of it, that don't mean it don't exist. And I'm so glad these people push back. And people, they don't want to put that in your head. They don't want you to see that you can overthrow the government. They don't want you to see that you can resist peacefully. Like, it just blow my mind that we sit and let these motherfuckers do whatever they want to do to us. It just don't make sense, bro. These people pushing us, mandate this, mandate that. You can't do this, you can't do that. Come on, man. Come on, man. We, the people, gotta stop this. You feel me? I feel like, I don't know what that movie was, but it was a movie where it was groups of different people. And if you want to be that group, you can go live that way. If you want to be that way, go live that way. I feel as though that's how we should be. People that want to eat natural, people that want to be in the wilderness or in the wild, living off the land. If that's what you want to do, I feel as though it should be a group of people. That's what you do. That's what y'all do. If you want to live in a city, society, when I know some of y'all might say, well, you can do that right now, but y'all get what I'm saying. You get what I'm saying? All the influences for you to live in the city and for you to get rid of all your cultural background and become a European. So it ain't the same. I'm talking about groups of people coming together saying we're living this way or we living that way, this way, that way. I feel like you should be able to choose that and not be forced to live in this modern day the way that we are forced, okay? Because people don't understand, if a person force shit on you and the people around you doing it and all the other people around you doing it, it's more susceptible for you to do it. This is psychology. and you supposed to be left to make the decision on your own. That shit don't make no sense. If you walk through a field of weed and you used to smoke weed, you don't no more, and you just keep walking through that field of weed, you're surrounded by weed all the time. More than likely, your ass might smoke it one day. So it's not the same. But basically what I'm saying is this. I'm glad that people are pushing back. I'm glad that people are understanding that we don't have to go for this shit. Like, we cattle. In their eyes, oh, the FDA approved this. So what? The motherfuckers approved cigarettes. At one point, they was giving people cigarettes as a stress reliever. You thought they changed the word cool because it was something to change it to? No, they want you to think that it was cool to smoke cigarettes. People struggling to get off cigarettes. People struggling to get off sugar. We got to push back. We got to push back. We got to push back, people. And all I'm saying is this, man. All my videos I try to get people to think. That's it. I just try to get you to think, man. Use your mind. We are not thinking women and thinking men anymore. That's the biggest problem. We let society tell us what we should and shouldn't do, what we should be into and what we shouldn't be into, when it's all common sense. It's all it is. It's common sense. Like, we can't give all this power and authority to these fuck-ass people that's gonna mislead us, miseducate us, and it's all the above shit. And it's like we get caught up in religion, we get caught up in this, that, and the third, but we never monitor the monitors. The motherfuckers that's trying to get all this data on us. Why we gotta put all these cameras up? Why they building us a digital society? Because when you go digital, they can control shit from the comfort of their homes. They don't have to physically come to your house. They don't have to physically put something on your car. No, we going digital. Everybody on the grid. We can cut your money off when they go hunt. People laughed at me when I say we're going cashless. Oh, I can remember those. I had people in my comments like, what do you mean? How are we gonna do this? What is gonna happen? And it's not your fault. And see, I'm smart enough to understand a lot of times people make decisions in this world because of the influence or because of what they've learned, and it's not their fault. Not 100%. Some of the stuff is like, okay, you been living over, so long, you should, common sense, some should tell you something ain't right. So I'm gonna fault you for that. But it's a lot of us under that spell. Okay? And it's crazy, man, how they get us young. This is why Rockefeller and the rest of his punk ass homeboys got together to make sure that they control our school system so that they can implement the bullshit in our brains from a youngin'. Okay? And throughout our lives. This is why you'll go to work for a motherfucker you'll never meet. Bust your ass, you get up on time, you're gonna be mannerable, and you won't even do the same for your own business. You won't get up on the same time of your own business. You won't put in the same hours. It's all about indoctrination, man. So I'm glad them people push back. More power to them. For y'all that understand where I'm coming from, man, y'all know we've been fighting this fight. We're going to fight this shit together. I just want people to come to one realization. It's us against them. I don't give a fuck what color you are. I'm past that too. A lot of times you see racism. Yeah, racism exists. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, it's white against black, black against white, this against that. Yeah, but who put that in your mind? The motherfucker that's running the world. The 1%. They the one told you that, oh, you shouldn't do this and you shouldn't do that, and they let this happen in the judicial system that shows us that, hey, white people can do a crime and we do the same crime. They get a lesser time, we get more time. All that shit is strategic planning. And everything that they do, there's a psychologist on board. I keep telling y'all, learn psychology. Because if people see that it's one-sided, if people see that religion reverts back to a white guy, then white people in society are getting more privileges than black. Like, when you see all those different ideologies and all those different things that we see, it builds the way our perception on how we see white people, black people, white. They the one pulling the strings. You don't get it. You don't get it. So if you're a racist person, you like that because someone told you that. And some people are like that because they enjoy it. it's beneficial for them to do what they're doing. So it's other reasons too. But at the end of the day, none of us came up with this. These people lied to us about our history. They lied to us about everything. Everything around you is a fucking lie. I might put that on the shirt. Everything around you is a fucking lie. It is a lie. You know, we could have been evolved from gas that's fucking up the so-called ozone layer, the gas and the don't you know it's more greenhouse gases in cows than it is in cars. I mean, way more than what you think. Way more. Also, they only evolve in perspective of the resource. So what I'm telling you is, of course, a diamond gonna be more valuable than a rock. Why? Because we could walk outside and pick a rock up from anywhere. There's no value in it. Keep this in mind. Everything these motherfuckers do, the resource has to be from another country, which they take over and make you think that that country is poor. Why the fuck they over there then if it's poor? These countries are rich in resources. It could be a country that breeds none but certain bananas, certain oils, or certain minerals. They got their ass over there digging, but they surround the city as it's poor. I keep telling you, these people ain't fucking smart, bro. They not. They not. They just got influence on us. They control everything and make us think that, hey, if I buy that patch of land that God made for us, man owns that instead of it belongs to all of us, and we just take turns. You know, nah, these motherfuckers want everything for themselves. Greedy bitch. And I said it. And I'm just trying to get y'all to understand that, man, listen, man. It's us against them. Get that in your head. It's us against them. They are connected together. They come together, they bond together. We are divided. So we need to stop being divided. We need to, when you walk in the store, hold the door for somebody that's behind you. That's some of the most fucked up shit I ever seen in my life. We need to start acting like if you got neighbors, and I know I know people gonna say, well, you can't do this, and you can. See, we need to change the construct for ourselves. If you got a neighbor, it should be law. If I move next to you as a neighbor, we need to meet, chop it up. I need to know who you are, you need to know who I am, and we need to bond. We can do that. Who said something wrong with that? The motherfuckers that run the world. Everything you know, they the one got the influence on how you see that. I ain't saying everybody is trustworthy, but we need to get rid of that. We can change that. We can make it to where if I move beside you, hey man, we meet. I meet your family, you meet my family, man, and we look out for each other. That should be a law. We don't need no fucking government to tell us we can or can't do that. This is what I mean by this. This is how easy it is for us to be controlled, because we don't set shit up for ourselves. We've been living long enough. We know what works for us and don't work. Why do we let these people keep doing the fucking same thing? Oh my God. I'm just tired of it, bro. Y'all gonna fuck around and the plan that I do got in my mind that I'm gonna see through, trust me when I tell you, because it's gonna be real, it's real simple. We're gonna disconnect, man, from these people who just wanna stay asleep. They in the way. We're gonna disconnect and we're gonna build our own communities, and we're gonna come together. We're gonna have different chapters, so when we come together, we are all like-minded people. We don't have to be a part of this bullshit ass construct. All the power relies in us. So it was good that they pushed back. They're not gonna show it on TV though. They're not gonna show it on none of this shit. Them people push the fuck back, and I hope y'all see it. But they'd rather put Lil Nas X and all these other people for distractions. When they try, you know, they don't want to put that in your head though. Oh, y'all can fight back. You know that, right? All y'all got to do is do this. And they show this shit all over. Nah, they're not going to do that. This is when they create crisis. This is when they tell a celebrity to do something for a couple of dollars to throw your ass off from looking at that. Then you forget about what happened in Haiti, Afghanistan. You forget about certain things these punk ass polices do. You feel what I'm saying? And I don't mean to be disrespectful, but y'all feel what I'm saying, because a lot of these police, they abuse their authorities. You motherfuckers know who you are. You see what I'm saying? And if you're not like that and you really uphold the law, then get what, man? Sometimes you're going to be stereotyped and you're going to be guilty by association just as well as black folks and just as well as any other folks. You know, some of my Mexican folks and different folks, we all get stereotyped and we're going to be guilty by association. Anyway, y'all get what I'm saying. So I don't mean no disrespect, but y'all feel me. For those ones who are like that, but we just got to stop. We got to stop this shit. But kudos to them guys, to the folks that did push back. Also, I don't know if y'all know about all the immigrants that's over there sleeping under the bridge. That's a whole nother video that they not showing. You know what I'm saying? They ain't saying nothing about. And I be trying to tell folk, they only used radio, TV, advertising to get into this hill, this mine. We want to tell y'all what's going on. We don't want y'all to find out. We want to tell y'all this shit is good for y'all. We don't want y'all to find out. They told you fluoride was good. It ain't. Tap water. It ain't. All kind of shit that's in the grocery store that they claim good for you, it ain't. Read the fucking box. Half that shit you can't even pronounce. Anyway, with that being said, this your boy Papa Duck. Y'all know I love y'all, man. Y'all my family, man. Y'all my family, man. Y'all really keep me going, honestly. And y'all made it this far in the video, man. Thank you so much. And like I say, man, I just always try to get people to think, man, you're gonna learn something from my channel. You ain't finna be wasting your time. You ain't, you know what I mean? I ain't on that old crazy shit. We ain't doing none of that. But for the most part, man, I love y'all, man. I want y'all to stay blessed, be blessed. And like I tell y'all, man, in order for you to be found, you must first be lost. Okay? Peace.
Hold on. Come on. What the business is, what the lick read. You know